This is going to be your best chili recipe. We've squeezed the maximum out of the flavors, and if you dare to know where we've ended up, let's get right into it. The first tip is add chili peppers to your chili. For that, soak a few small dried chili peppers in a half cup of boiling water and let it sit there for a while. Prep the other ingredients like stock, beer, drain the black beans, grate the cheddar, have cilantro, olive oil, cut the lime wedges, slice some jalapenos, and get everything else handy. Finely mince the red onions and garlic, place into a small bowl and set aside. Now the meat, and here are my next tips. Choose cuts instead of ground beef readily available at the groceries because it has a lot of fat and additional ingredients that go through the meat grinder, and it doesn't taste even close to meat that has been chopped or minced. Even if you have a meat grinder, I recommend chopping the meat into small pieces. Cuts like blade roast, which I'm using in this recipe, have rich beefy flavor, and chopped into small pieces elevate your chili's flavor naturally when cooked. And of course, when working with cuts, make sure that the excessive fat is carved out, otherwise the chili will turn way too greasy. The meat is minced and ready to be fried. And my next tip is the cooking method. Heat a heavy bottom stainless steel deep fry pan and add the olive oil. Start frying the meat in small batches. And don't forget to season the batches with a pinch of salt and a few grains of black pepper. Frying in batches makes the meat brown quickly and preserve all the juices inside rather than releasing them to the pan, which creates a steaming environment. And that we don't want. What we want is the high heat frying and sticking a little to the bottom of the pan so that when other ingredients are cooked in the same pan, all these pieces also contribute to a much greater taste of your chili. After frying, place the meat into a bowl and return the pan on the stove. Add a little olive oil and fry the onions and garlic on medium, adding there the rehydrated chili peppers. By the way, it's fun to cut them with kitchen scissors. Stir and add the spices, smoked paprika, cumin, and dried oregano. Stir again to combine the flavors and then add the water in which the chili peppers were soaking. Let it cook for just a minute and season with a pinch or two of salt. Add the cooked and drained black beans. I've used the canned version, and right after, a can of crushed tomatoes. If you can get the Italian variety, choose it, as Italian tomatoes, even canned, taste much better. Stir well and let it cook for a couple minutes, then add the meat and stir again. And here's the time to add a cup of beer, because why not? Well, it does give the chili another dimension. Let it cook on medium for another 3-4 minutes to let the alcohol evaporate. And you can surely skip the beer if cooking for kids and children. And the last thing to add is any kind of meat stock. This time I've used the chicken one simply because I had it in my fridge. Stir again. I know, a lot of stirring is going on. Then check the seasonings to see if they need to be adjusted and close the pan with a lid. All it has to do now is cook for another 10 minutes, and that's it. Plate your dark, rich, and scrumptious chili in shallow bowls and garnish with sour cream, grated cheddar, sliced jalapenos, lime wedges, and roughly chopped cilantro. Serve with corn chips on the side and enjoy. Hope you like this version of the chili, and if so, let us know in the comments. Browse our channel a little bit. If not already, you will be surprised by the variety of recipes we've collected so far. And if you feel inspired, subscribe to keep us on your radar. A couple of likes here and there won't bother either. Thanks for watching, and visit us next week for a dessert episode.